So there's been a lot of talk in the office recently about appraisals, and I want to spend just a moment or two sharing with you a couple of observations about the appraisal process. If you have a financed purchaser, that lender is going to require an appraisal of the property. And an appraisal, you have to keep in mind, is simply an opinion of value about the property. And so there are three factors that affect the validity of an appraisal. Number one, time. When was that appraisal conducted? Was it yesterday? Was it last year? Was it 5 years ago? That information that is collected and shared and compiled in an appraisal is good for that moment in time. So a lot of times we can establish in our mind a value based on a past appraisal that may not be relatable to today. So you got to keep in mind, when was the appraisal done? The second factor that affects the validity of an appraisal is the purpose of that appraisal. So there can be a number of reasons why you would conduct an appraisal. Maybe you're refinancing. Maybe you're wanting to get some equity out of your home, or you're wanting to refinance for an addition to your home, or maybe you need to underwrite a college education. So if you're refinancing, that's a purpose of an appraisal. Also, if you had an insurance claim, let's say you had a tree fall and you needed to get some insurance work done on your property, those appraisals tend to be higher for obvious reasons. The lender wants that money to be in there so they can loan you the difference and make a little money on that spread. But if you're getting an appraisal for a mortgage, or possibly a tax assessment, or maybe there's a divorce and there's a buyout there, those appraisals tend to be a little lower than maybe what you would ordinarily expect. So time is a factor, the purpose of the appraisal is a factor, and finally, the comparable properties. How many comparable properties were there at the time of the appraisal? Were they similar to the subject property in size, age, location, condition? So those are all factors that come into the appraisal process. And I would just say to you simply that appraisers don't put their sign in your yard to sell it. They're not there to help you sell. Selling and marketing a home is altogether different than appraising a home. So when you talk to your real estate professional, you want to look and do a deep dive into the data about houses like yours in size, age, location, amenities, condition that have recently sold. So that'll give you kind of a benchmark of where to market your home. But you also want to look at properties you're competing with, because those properties are the ones those buyers are out there looking at, and they're going to be making a judgment on your home based on something they could get in a similar price range. So you really need to have a qualified conversation with a real estate professional. I hope that helps, and I hope you're having a great week. And if you need me, direct message me, and I look forward to hearing from you.